Happy holidays, everyone. Elizabeth here with Team Epic Reads, and I cannot wait for this episode of Epic Reads DIYA because this is all about giving you an awesome holiday makeup look inspired by the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. So now, if you've read the Red Queen series, and if you haven't yet, gotta pick up book 1 because Glass Sword is coming out in the new year. And what we know about the Silvers is that they are not our favorite people in the series because they are literally trying to kill Mare, who is our heroine, and we don't like that because we love Mare, but we do have to give them props because they have some pretty awesome style. So for today's episode, we're going to be giving you a silver smoky eye makeup look inspired by the Red Queen series. Yay! This is my lovely makeup model for the day. Sabrina, are you ready to be silversified?
I can't wait.
Yay! So let's talk about what we need for today's silver smoky eye look. First and foremost, you can get all of these materials at any drugstore or makeup supply store, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on them unless you want to, of course. We're gonna get started with our eyeshadow brushes. Thank you, Sabrina. So I just got some basic ones. I do like to have one that has an angled edge as well as a side for powder. And then I just got 2 different sizes for some variety. Next, you're gonna need some black liquid eyeliner. I also bought silver eyeliner, and what's really great about this one that I got is that it has 2 sides. One side is really fine for your lash line, and the other side is like a cream shadow, and I'm gonna be using this as a primer. You probably also wanna have a regular eyeshadow primer to put on your lids, and then of course you're gonna need your powder eyeshadow palette. I went for 3 different shades of silver. Now for some more of the fun stuff, you're gonna need some mascara. I bought some white eyeliner for accents. I bought a highlighter because we want to have that extra shimmery look, and this is just a cream-based translucent shimmer. And then lastly, and probably the most fun, is that I found this really sparkly liquid eyeshadow, and this is just going to be something that we can use as fun accents at the end. Now to help us get started today, you're also going to need some Scotch tape. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but you'll understand why when we get to it. And then just in case you mess up or want to make any touch-ups, some makeup remover and some Q-tips are going to be a big help. Let's get started. Okay, so for our very first step today, we're gonna bring in that tape that I told you guys about. So you're gonna need a piece of tape that's about 1 to 2 inches long. It doesn't need to be any longer than that. And this is actually gonna be our guide for our cat eye eyeliner that I'm gonna do on Sabrina. So I'm gonna use this to place it, lining it up with the bottom lash line and going on an angle up to where the end of her eyebrow is. How does that feel? Does that feel weird?
A little bit.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start about in the middle of Sabrina's lash line. So if you go ahead and close your eyes, I'm gonna start about at the middle, and I'm just gonna take this carefully out towards where our tape starts. When you get close to the tape, I'm not gonna go directly on it. I'm actually gonna go slightly above it. So you're kind of not going into the corner of the eye, you're actually going slightly horizontal. And then I'm gonna use that tape and I'm gonna go up just a little bit. I'm not gonna go all the way up to her eyebrow because that would be a super dramatic cat eye, and I don't think that's what we're going for here. We're going for subtle silver. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and very carefully take that tape off. See, now we have a subtle cat eye. Perfect. So then just go ahead and do it on the other side. So now that we have our cat eye all done, I'm gonna put some primer onto Sabrina's eyelids. I'm gonna start with the skin colored one. So this is basically like a concealer type of primer, and I'm just gonna put this on the inside of Sabrina's eyelid. And this is really just to help you get that long lasting eyeshadow. And then, remember when I told you about that cool cream silver shadow I found? Well, that's what I'm gonna use as a primer for the other half of Sabrina's eyelid. So go ahead and close again. So the silver is starting. And this is going from about halfway on her eyelid into that cat eye corner. Okay, so now we are moving on to my eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna start with the dark silver in the corner of Sabrina's eye, close to where we made our cat eye. And I'm gonna use a flat part of my brush. So I'm gonna use this kind of brush. And I'm just going to go from about the middle, and I'm gonna go close along her lash line, and then blending it up closer to her brow, just a little bit. And don't worry, we're gonna be blending later, so don't worry if you get a couple of smudges. Smudges are actually good in a smoky eye. So now I'm gonna take that sort of mid-gray and I'm gonna do a little bit of blending. And for this one, I'm going to take my smaller flat brush. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that gray and I'm gonna do a little bit of blending. And this is kind of for that middle part because we want it to get lighter as we get closer to the inside corner of Sabrina's lid. Okay, the last piece of powder that we're gonna be using for our eyeshadow is the light silver, and this is gonna be for the inside corner of her eye. So I'm gonna go back to that flat brush, and if you wanna wipe it off on a tissue, that's always a good thing so you don't get that dark mixed in there. So just go ahead and wipe it off. And now I'm gonna take my lighter silver. I'm gonna get right into that corner. Sometimes for the inside corners, I do actually like to use my finger because I think it actually helps get a good amount of that powder right on there. So I'm gonna use my pinky. And I'm gonna take some of that lighter silver and go a little bit more along her brow line so that it shimmers. So now that we have our powder mostly done, and so we're gonna be putting on the finishing touches now. So what I wanna do to get this, bring this really to the next level is put some shimmery accents in the corners of her eye. So I'm gonna use my whitish silvery eyeliner, and I'm gonna be using this on the bottom of the bottom lashes. So if you go ahead and look up, I know this part is kind of awkward. I'm gonna get in close to the corner of her eye, and I'm just gonna do a little bit right on her lash line, not too much. And then close, and I'm gonna get right in here in the corner as well. Beautiful, love that. Okay, so now I'm going to take that silver eyeliner that I found, and if you remember, when we did our cat eye, we didn't go all the way to the inside corner because I wanna use the silver on the inside corner. So go ahead and close your eyes. So I'm gonna go right into that corner, and I'm going to bring the silver liner to meet where that black cat eye is. And don't worry if you got powder on that because we're going to go over it. So now we're gonna take the black liquid eyeliner again and just go over our original line just to make sure that this pops and really stands out. So you're gonna go where you ended your silver and take back that black liquid and take it along your cat eye line. Okay, so we just redid a little bit of touch-ups on Sabrina's liquid eyeliner and blended that into the silver eyeliner that goes into the corner of her eye, and also did a little bit of that white liner on the bottom to make her eyes really pop. So I think it's looking really good. And now for some extra sparkle. This is my favorite part. Are you ready?
Love sparkles.
Yay, me too. Okay, close your eyes. And I'm just gonna go right over the inside portion of the lighter silver, and I'm gonna put on this awesome glitter. And I'm gonna use my finger to dab it a little bit. You know who you're gonna kind of look like at the end of this?
Who?
Evangeline.
She's pretty awesome.
She is so badass.
For a silver.
For a silver, exactly. Keep them closed. And I'm actually gonna use this also along the brow line for some sparkle up here. So once you've added on your extra sparkle drama up to your brow line, you might want to go ahead and do a little bit of blending, which is what I did. I just went around on both of her eyes and just made sure things looked even, and you can do touch-ups with both your eyeliner and your powder eyeshadow if you want to. And then the next step is mascara and then highlighter, and then you're ready to go. So I'm gonna let you do your own mascara. Okay, Sabrina, how you feeling about your makeup?
I'm loving my silver look.
Yay, she's all ready to go to her holiday parties. So if you want to learn about all things Red Queen, including this awesome DIY tutorial for silver smoky eyes, just head to redqueenbooks.com. And while you're there, don't forget to join the Scarlet Guard. Happy holidays!